gone through 2 years of pretty intense recovery for sexual abuse. I wrote this book because I just needed an outlet to express everything that was going on inside of me, and the understanding and the comprehension of how I had lived the first 44 years of my life where I denied it. My story is less about the breach of trust, more about how long I absolutely refused to even subconsciously accept that something had been done to me that had changed the entire framework of my life forever. As a survivor, I have this power and this capacity to achieve my dreams and to move on and not be a victim. And I also feel like the anxiety attacks, strangely enough, started to come when I was stepping out and being more visible. I was in Santa Monica about 6 months ago and I rented bikes with my daughters. It's a beautiful sunny day and we're renting bikes, and somewhere like in the back of my head, a voice went, who do you think you are just like doing this by yourself? Like you're enjoying life too much. That's that old voice. You better clamp down because someone's gonna come along, someone's gonna take it away. And I
think anybody who suffered any type of abuse can so relate to that.
I wanted to be ready to have all my feelings intact to talk about before I went into my first therapy session. So I did what I know. I wrote my ass off. This was the real deal, sexual abuse therapy. It felt a little daunting. I struggled with voices in my head that told me I was being over dramatic. Suddenly my whole lifetime of fighting the dark secret of incest became like an annoying itch. I found my writing trying to minimize the issue. Well, now that you know, is there really more to discover? I would have it all figured out before I got into therapy, so there were no surprises. I would take anything different than the reality I had lived in up to this point. I was going to be a hard nut to crack. Still a scrappy, angry kid under the glamour and smarts. My therapist would be the first person to engage me in sexual abuse dialogue. She would see me as mad as one could be, and I prayed she could handle it. I work with women and men all the time who, discover through writing books that like what they thought the path they were on, what the plan for them is so much bigger than they could have ever imagined, and they're like shocked. They're like, oh my God, like how can this be happening? And it's like, you're not excluded from the awesomeness train, you know what I mean? Like there wasn't a card you were given that says everyone else is gonna have really cool things happen but you.